Okay, today I am editing a long-form video for my main channel, and this one is about Labubu. So I went through all of my raws, and I cut out all the good parts, and then now we just got to go through and delete a bunch of crap and sync it up to some music. That's usually the next step here. Okay, so actually the first step is to import all of the footage and import all of the audio that I got from the mic that I attach to my headphones, or to my glasses. And then I'll sync that audio up with whatever footage I was taking at the time. And usually I have 3 tracks of audio. The green audio at the bottom is the microphone that I was wearing. You can... yeah, it's on the side of my head. You can see it. Yeah, right there. And so that's the green, and then the track 2 is probably from this microphone right here, because I was recording on my other computer. And then track 1 is probably my glasses, because that's another audio source it's getting. Or it could be my phone. It just depends on what I'm using at the time. But typically I have 3 audio tracks, and I usually pick the microphone if it's available. If not, then I'll pick my glasses mic, and if that's not available, then my phone mic should still be working. It has a lot of extra car sound. But anyway, I already got all that synced up. That's the real boring part. And then I went through and I cut out all of, like, the silence and stuff, and now we just gotta tell a story. Alright, that's the long explanation of what we're gonna do. Alright, so I start out, I had like 6 or 7 takes of me saying Labubu, but this is the one that I chose. Labubu. And the way that I started it, I actually sped this up, I don't know how, 136%. So it looks like I whip my head in super fast. Labubu. Yeah. Labubu. Labubus. Actually, you know what? I'll put a whip sound there, because it might... I just feel like that could get more attention. How do I get my mouse over there? Oh, there. Alright, let's go to my SSD2. No, SSD1. Sound effects. This might look organized, but I promise you it's not. I really need to go through and add things to it. But fast, both, we'll use some of these. I'm just gonna add them all because I don't know which one I want. There. I want to maybe. Okay, I either want this one or this one. I think the one that has more air to it. Labubus. Yep, that's good. Okay, now we just need to tone that volume down a little bit. Labubus. Labubu. Labubu.
Labubus. Labubu.
Okay, so last night I recorded several people saying the word Labubu. I need to find a balance here, okay? Because I want it to be, I say Labubu and then boom, music, people saying Labubu, like a small montage. But my intro is 20 seconds, and I want to get that down to like 12 seconds, if possible. And so I want a lot of people to say Labubu, but I also don't want to extend the length.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen it. So I guess I should find... well, you know what? I'll get the music, and then we'll see if we need extra Labubus. Last night, I was playing around with one. I can't remember what it is, so we'll just have to... We'll just have to see. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know which is which. I don't know why, but I really like that as an ending song. That's what I did in the last one, and it just felt right. That da 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 da. So I'm gonna throw that at the end. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's a different one. Maybe it's Clutch City. Nope, that's the exact same one I just played. Bite Back. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Maybe it's Short Circuit. That sounds right. Okay, this one was the one I was using last night. Let's see if we can line that stuff up a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm not in the way. Yeah, I'm good. All right. So let's lower the volume. Labubus. Okay. So Labubus. Bump. Let's be drawn back a little bit. Labubus. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Whoops. Okay. Let's see. Labubus.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
I have. Oh. Labubus.
You know, I almost wish the beat was a little slower because these people say Labubu kind of slow. Oh.
Labubus.
Actually, what if I overlaid them? For those that don't know the second one, well, the first one is H3 Podcast. The second one is Shan Puri from My First Million. And that's how these two were actually how I heard about Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
Okay, yeah, I like it when it's overlaid. And then this girl is kind of like a meme throughout the Labubu because she says, I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. And she says Labubu so funny, everybody just kind of latched onto it.
Labubu.
Labubu.
Okay, yeah, I need like 2 more Labubu. And what would be great is if I had a group of people yelling Labubu. I wonder if ChatGPT can lead me somewhere. Hey, I need a sound effect of a bunch of people yelling Labubu. Where should I look? YouTube? Maybe it knows. Because otherwise it's just random. I just go searching and hopefully find it. Custom crowd generator. I don't want to do 11 labs. Crowd scream. No. Nope. 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 No. Not going to be a crowd. You know what? Let's see what 11 labs has. Because this might be... Create... Oh man, I don't want to do all that. Labubu. I just wonder what they know existing sound. Okay. Whatever. I wonder what the pricing is. Voice cloning, not what I want anyway. I wonder if there's like an AI sound effects creator. Generate sound effects. Text to sound effects AI. Text to audio converter. Type anything. Okay. Crowd yelling the word Labubu. I don't even know if it'll figure that out because it's probably going to misspell it, but let's see. Any sound, generate. Dude, I swear to God, if this nails it, I'm signing up. Just out of principle. Dude, that is very close. Of women yelling the word la boo boo. If I put boo boo like that, la boo boo. Let's try that. I don't know how many of these generations I'm gonna get, but like, that was already kind of impressive. That is kind of freaking impressive, honestly. I wish, I wish I could just. I know I can just steal it if I want to. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe TikTok is the place to go. What the fuck is that?
Labubus. Labu labu, labubus. Labubus.
What the fuck is that? This is a man with hair on his knuckles.
Labu labubu.
This is why I don't use TikTok. I can't.
Now, I know lots of people.
I need just somebody.
Labubu. Labu. Labubu.
See, that Labubus song is popular, but I don't want to get a copyright, whatever.
Labubu for my Labubu.
Baby, have you ever heard about Labubu?
I need
You have
one
one, you
for my
know?
Labubu.
First one there, okay.
Can I just...
Do you own a Labubu?
that's kind of funny. I'll use that. All right, so to record this, I have the video for software called Snagit. I've got it linked to my F12 button. So the cool thing about Snagit is like it'll let you select little areas of the screen. And if I really wanted to, I could just drag from here over. But actually, I'm just going to record this whole part. And then let me drag this over. So I'll turn on the sound. I could keep my mouse there. I could talk into it if I wanted to. But let's just hit record. Let it count down.
Do you own a Labubu?
Labubu, minha filha tá louca nesse bonequinho agora. O que ela mais falou pra mim que eu tenho.
Okay, so right here, the camera messed up, but let me explain what happened. So I took the audio from the girl saying Labubu, and I put it on the guy, and then I did something later with that, but right after that, I started rotoscoping myself out of footage, so it's just me and no background, and that's where the camera started picking up again, so that's why it skipped forward. Just figured you should know. Alright, let's go ahead and do intro roto, and my setting is QuickTime. It's like my own custom format, because I have to get the RGB plus alpha out of it, and yeah. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and render. That was quick. Let's go ahead and go back then. Save to Labubu. And I should be in front of the dumb Labubu thing. Or not there at all. Let's go find the clip. Intro roto. Bring it back to where it be. There it is. Okay. I haven't seen a craze this big since seen a craze this big since. All right, let me reset this real quick, just to see where else I can put these little guys. So fit to screen, and it might be a little funny to do like a mirror. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. You know, it's not so bad. Let's duplicate that and stick it on the other side. I don't want to mirror it yet. I just want to crop it instead. Crop so it's behind me. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. That looks good, actually. I think that that's visually cool. All right, let's add a drop shadow on John. Wrong way. Well, it could have been the other way. It doesn't matter. It's just personal taste. Okay. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. I haven't seen a craze. Okay, let's go get a Stanley Cup. Is that what these are called? Stanley Cups? Where everybody... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Stanley... Yeah, they were trending real big. Yeah. For some reason, I got confused with Yeti. This one's okay. Let's see if there's a PNG. Why show that one if it's not a PNG? I don't understand. Why call it a PNG if it's not a PNG? I'm not going to your website. I'd sooner cut it out myself on Photoshop. There. Copy that. See if copy pasta will at least paste something. Yay! At least it pastes. Alright. This big since Stanley Cup. I'm gonna change up the color a little bit. Just don't know if that's where I want this to go. Let me move myself over here. Then I just want to this is terrible. Let me just reset my workspace. That's not what I want. Is it effects? There we go. That's what I want. Alright, let's change the color of this Stanley Cup. We'll go to curves, and then we will mess with hue versus hue. Yeah, that purple looks good. And we'll push up the saturation a little bit. And I just don't know where it's going to go yet. Stanley Cups. Yep. Okay. So I like it there. I'm gonna have it do a little shake and spin in. We'll use Film Impact, which is a service that I pay for. Film Impact, spin effects, spin motion, spin impact at 3D spin. I don't remember what 3D spin is. Let's see what that is. Dun 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 dun. I haven't seen a craze this big. It like zoomed in from behind me. That's not a 3D spin at all. I haven't seen a craze this big since. That's weird. Okay, let's just do the regular spin then. I haven't seen a craze this. That is what I wanted. I haven't seen a. Except maybe not overshoot. Is it bounce maybe? I haven't seen a craze this big since. Nope. I haven't seen a craze this big since. Alright, and then I want it to... I don't know what this is. Stanley Cups. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon big since... Kinda cool that it keeps spinning. But what I really wanted was some shake. Put that camera shake on there, and I just kind of want it to move around. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Let's remove that. Spin. Seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Nope, I guess the spin was better. Alright, we're going to add a drop shadow on that, duplicate it on the other side. We will put it the other direction, just like where mine is. Blur it out a little. Cool. Alright, duplicate it and move it over to the other side, except this, we're gonna turn the rotation. Actually, let's flip it horizontal. So it's sort of mirrored, except we're gonna do a different color. Let's go to... Why won't it let me click down here? Blue kind of looks nice. Green looks the worst. Yeah, that pink really does pop. Okay. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley. Alright, and then I'm going to have them spin in when I say Stanley Cups. Stanley Cups. Stanley Cups. Stanley Cups. Yeah. Alright, this looks like a fucking vomit of retention. So that's what I was looking for. Alright. And then we need to put the girl above me. Right there. And let's see how that looks. Save it. Labubus. Right. Labubus.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Now that I had that background, I kind of want to rotoscope these other bits, and then... I didn't know a single kid... First of all, that music is way too loud. So, let me go back through...
Labubu.
And raise all of these volumes. The people that are talking need to be louder.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a... we will raise my volume as well. Craze this big since Stanley Cups.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I'm gonna lower the volume when I say I haven't seen a blah 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 blah. So down to like 28. I haven't seen a craze this big since Okay, so the problem right now is the music is not vibes. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, it's okay. I mean, I'm gonna leave it for now, but I just feel like there's definitely a better choice to be made. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single. Let me go through the other tunes. The other. You know what? I wonder if like that silly piano music would fit better. Just curious. Because like right now, this music is like kind of trying to hype the viewer, and the idea is that really we're just being silly. God damn it. There we go. Sometimes patience is all it needs. Let's try the apple cart. Just curious how this will sound. Labubu.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubus.
Labubus.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a Nope. That is not good. Let's try Spectra. Since I use this one a lot.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Labubu.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
Labubu.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
I haven't seen a craze.
Labubus. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
The speed is set for the other one, which would change, but, sorry. I need to figure this out. It's gonna hold me back unless I do it now. I'm just gonna play all the music. I have like a folder full of tunes that I normally pick from. And if I don't find anything in there, then sometimes I'll go to Epidemic Sound, but that is definitely not what I was looking for. So we... Okay, that one might be it. Okay. Replica's not bad. It's not hype, but... I never gave Clutch City a chance. Let's try that. Holy shit, I think we got it. That definitely gives me the hype. That definitely gives me the clap. Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
I haven't seen a crazy... Fuck yeah, that's it. I can't tell you why, but it's the one. I just know it. So I just need to line up everything to that song real quick. Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubus.
It's pretty close. I haven't... Just line that up. I haven't seen a craze this big. And then the Labuboo. Boo-boo. I haven't seen a crazy... Oh, there's a little flash frame there. Let's drag this back. By the way, what I'm doing there is this rate stretch tool. Control R is what I've set it to. I think it was R before, but I use R to remove all changes on a thing. Like, if I've scaled it up and put keyframes on it, if I press R, it'll just remove everything I've ever done to a clip. And I use P for paste attributes. So R is remove attributes, P is paste attributes, Control C is copy. If I want to do anyway. So I set it for Control R, and if you hold it over here, I just realized I'm not showing you. This is the tool I'm talking about. You hold it, and it's rate stretch tool. It's like, it's usually set to ripple edit or rolling edit or whatever, but rate stretch tool, instead of right clicking and clicking speed, duration, and changing all that, you can just grab the edge and move it, and it'll stretch it exactly to how long you need it. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cup. Whoa, it's kind of offset from the other one, which looks neat. I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Anyway, I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. So I'm going to take the two Labubu in the back and nest them to where they're one clip, and then I'm gonna blur them so the Stanley Cups pop out. So we'll start with 0 blur and blur it up quickly to 20. Stanley Cup. This is where it starts. Stanley Cups. Just to see. Stanley Cups. Stanley Cups. And Stanley Cups. And Stanley Cups. Right when they land, it needs to be the full blur, so I'm gonna do it to 60, and then I need to lower the exposure on the nests of these assholes. Myself. So anytime you ever mess with Lumetri color, it adds it as an effect over here. I'm just gonna lower the exposure a little bit. Okay, a lot of bit. And I'm gonna match it exactly with the blur keyframes. So the end exposure is -4.6. That's along with the blur at 60. And then when the blur's at 0, at the start, the exposure's at 0 too. So they should work together. Stanley Cups. Yep. Cookie. And Stanley Cups. Eggs and Stanley Cups. Maybe the blur and stuff needs to happen a little faster. Stanley Cups. Stanley Cups. Craze this big since Stanley Cups. Yep. I'm cool with that. Seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. I don't know why I delivered that so boring, but it was definitely different feeling, so I kept it. Big since I just probably need to raise the volume a tiny bit. Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I think it was my first take, so I was kind of out of it. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single Pokemon. I don't know if I need to keep the yeah or not. I mean, it's not going to make a huge difference. What? 0.19? Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a single kid. Alright, so As soon as that big hit, I want it to be the Beanie Baby line. So we're gonna edit the audio a tiny bit here. Let's raise that up. Change the audio. Where is the hit? That had a right there. So we're gonna cut it right there and drag it back to where that line starts. I didn't know a single kid that had a beanie. All right, so now we just need to make that part match with the track as it was originally playing. Let's hear what's going on. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know it's... Okay, so I can hear the beat would work right here. The cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bam! So we're gonna back it up to that exact spot, and then we're gonna have to cut some of that Pokemon line. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Hold on. It's definitely not giving me enough time. Friendly cups. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. If you're cool. Okay, the music works, but it's cutting the line. Let's see what else we can take out before it.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Let's hear it like that and see, because the cool lands on the beat and it's kind of cool, but Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby. I still don't like it as much as when I say it, so Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Pokemon, Big since Stanley Cup. Labubu.
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 I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cup. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Okay, so maybe I need to go into the graveyard and get a different way of saying it. For those that... Actually, nobody knows about this. Alright, so I create a sequence called the graveyard. And anything that I might ever need, I go back, or I drop it in here. I don't delete the stuff, I just drag it out of my main and into something called the graveyard, because I can always revive things from the graveyard. And as you can see, Labubus. It's got all my takes. My mission, Labubu. I haven't seen a craze like this since Stanley Cups and then Pokemon before, until they got a craze like this. I haven't seen a craze like this since Stanley Cups. The problem is Labubu. I haven't seen a craze. See, I keep putting the microphone on my glasses too early, and it's not gonna be. There's gonna be a lack of continuity. Where? Okay. I don't have any takes that I can use. No big deal. Alright, let's go back and see what we can remove from the beginning. Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a crazy... can I drag it back? I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Cups. Just curious here. This is where we get experimental. And I like doing this because it shortens the intro, which always makes me happy. Alright, so on that beat, I can say Pokemon. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Bam. Okay, so that would work, but what did I cut into?
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. I haven't seen a craze this... All right, maybe we remove girly voice MMA guy. Let's see how that feels.
Labubu. Labubu.
I
Labubu.
haven't seen a
Labubu.
I haven't seen a
Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, if you're cool. I didn't know a single. All right. Though the montage doesn't feel as good, it does get to a point where it's faster. And as long as I can keep the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh looking visually cool, I'm willing to sacrifice the girly voice guy.
Labubu.
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 Labubu. Labubu.
Labubu.
I wonder if I could do a half and half. Like, you've got this guy over here, and then you've got Sean. I always call him Shan, but I know it's Sean. I want to flip that to flip horizontal because I want him to be holding it. Nope, instead I want him on the right. There. That makes sense. And then this guy can be on the left. Yeah, why don't I just do that? Like, I have no idea why they're together, but it's kind of like,
Labubu.
yeah.
Labubu.
All right. First, I need to go into that nest and extend it because I don't have enough time now to stretch it to the same length as Sean. So let's back that up. Go back. And now I should have more stretchy ability. And then I want to break that audio off of it and match it exactly with Sean's. I can see the 3 hits here. So it sounds like they're saying it at the exact same time.
Labubu.
Perfect. Oh, shit. I don't want her to be shown. Okay, so we'll start there.
Labubu. Labubu.
Okay, let's see how that looks. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
I haven't seen a crazy. Fuck yeah, feels good. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu. Labubu.
I haven't seen the only thing that feels bad is that she is like way off center, which bugs the hell out of me. Wait. If she's on center like that. That's trippy. Okay, anyway, that looks better.
Labubu.
I think I was trying to get rid of the, Wait, is that the girl? Because if so... Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Let me fit it to screen. If that's actually her, Lil's Bulls, let's check out. I don't mind her getting the credit. I just don't want... I thought I got it from a clip of somebody that was clipping her, and so I was trying to hide it. But, let's look up Lil's Bulls, I guess. Is that her? It kind of seems like her. Labubus. Liz Golden Labubu. Okay, yeah. Liz Bulls. Okay. So Lilzbullz. Is that correct? I care. I just want to make sure that she's, like, it's her account. Lil's Bulls Marbella. So the user Lil's Bulls isn't her. But it's a clip of her. Yeah, this is the one. 0 followers. Okay, I guess we're not gonna credit her then. But I'm not gonna take the time to fuck around and try to find the right one. I kinda wish... Well, that's her call. Alright, I would prefer not to show so much cleavage, but like... That's her video, so whatever. Alright, let's continue.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a... we've got the eye line to focus on now. We've got Ethan's eyes up there. Their eyes are kind of in the same spot. Looks right. And then my eyes are way off. So let's drop her down a little bit. Let's put the eye line at 203. Let's make Ethan a little lower.
Labubu.
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 I haven't seen a okay. This makes it a little easier for them to transfer their eyes down, because I don't really want to move me anywhere. Praise this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon. Okay, let's rotoscope me out for the Pokemon. I know it seems like we're not getting very far, but like I said, I usually spend a few hours or a full day on the intro alone when it comes to long forms. And so after this, it's pretty much getting the right music and chopping up all the cuts exactly to the way that I want the music to hit. Like in the Antpocalypse, I had a spot where I was like scanning ant poison, and I matched it up with the song. That's kind of the rest of the job, but you gotta nail the intro. Cool. Let's go ahead and Labubus 2. We're gonna rotoscope me out for a good clean shot. Clean enough. Got me. Yeah, there's so much stuff it's catching, it's very weird. If you guys ever use whatever this After Effects, the one thing that took me forever to learn, when I'm rotoscoping, the way to resize the brush is just to hold control and then click, and then, or hold control, then hold click, and you can resize the brush. I didn't know that for like the first 2 or 3 years of doing this stuff like this. And yeah, it was a pain to have to go up or go over to properties and try to resize everything. I hate that it's so finicky today. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because it's a tiny video, like the 1270. It's very rarely do I ever use something smaller than 1080, but I already did it, so it's already done. Alright, looks fine to me. Let's pull the end in about 30. Maybe a little more. Then we're gonna do the hair. Refine edge. Get my hair. Looks fine. We're out of contrast a little bit. Motion blur, and we will add to render queue. change the output module to QuickTime, which I already showed before, and then we will hit render. All right. Rotoscope number 2. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, shit, I'm using Refine Edge. All right. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Add my arm back. Man, it is so freaking shitty. I mean, I get here because, like, my shoulder is the same color as the futon, but normally it's much better. At least it's not doing anything stupid when I actually do render it. Like, I only took a tiny bit off. Why would it jump so far into my head? Alright, I think that's fine enough. Let me do the shift edge, -40. Okay, and then let me add the refine edge here. We're gonna contrast that. Motion blur, and then we will add to render queue, switch to QuickTime, render. I know there's a little spot in between my arm and my torso, but I don't care. Nobody's ever going to pay attention to that. Not in that quick of a shot. Save. Get out of here. After Effects. Alright, we got some Labubu comps to hide. Just because it's faster to use the little things I just exported. Cool. Alright. Pokemon, Pokemon, let's go find a video about Pokemon. Pokemon GIF. If I can find a nice high quality GIF. I'll be in the way of that one. That's not bad, if I could. Wait, what the fuck is that? Okay, so that's funny, but I think visual, I don't know. We'll save it. We'll see what it looks like. Why is it a WebP? It's not going to be animated. Yep, not animated. Cool. I love the inventor of WebP files. Fucking awesome. Can I save it now as a GIF? Nope. What the hell? I don't know if this will work or not. I've never actually go to. I don't know how WebPs work. Display block. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I thought maybe I could find a GIF in there, but whatever. Here's a GIF. That's not. Maybe I can save it like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got one GIF there. I'm looking for something like super colorful. That's really cool looking. What is that? Okay. Pokemon cards GIF. Because that's really what the craze was about. Ew. Looks scary. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll go back to something super colorful. God damn. How many did I click on? Okay, this was the other one I wanted to try. Let's bring that one in and see what it looks like. Didn't mean to click. I just want to drag. Yeah, when I saw it, I figured I could do a split, just like the other two. Except I got Eevee on the right and Pika-Doo-Doo face on the left. Pika-Doo-Doo. Okay, that's where I gotta stop that. And that's where I gotta stop that. So yeah, what sucks is I kind of want it to be that exact size. So Pokemon, you. Why is there two of me? Oh. Let's just cut these out. Pokemon, Yu-Gi. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of Photoshop. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-dum. Photoshop, Photoshop. 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 Cool, 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 cool. Cool beans, cool, 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 cool. I have no idea if this will work just by only doing the generation, but I want to try it first because it would save a lot of time. Alright, so clearly what I'm doing is just trying to fill the space in between. And then I'll show you exactly how to add it back. But I think it might add a monster or some shit. Oh! AI for the win! Okay, so now we've got this, and that's what we want to export to paste back into... Wait, hold on. Maybe, just maybe, copy pasta will win. Copy. And where's copy pasta? Oh, it's over there. Let's see if it'll paste it. I'll be goddamned. So the thing is, copy pasta has been having a lot of issues because anytime I hit copy, it'll just say no file found, like that. No file found. When it's supposed to just copy the screen, right? But I guess paste works, so at least half that tool works. I've sent them a message about it, and they haven't gotten back with me. Paste it over here, because it always pastes like way on the bottom and ends up being a problem. Okay, so obviously you've probably figured out by now what I'm doing. I have them, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, you get it. The only thing that is bugging me, and this, I mean, you can see it, is the little ear at the top. So I'm going to put an extra one and drag it over in the background and flip it. So if these two aren't here, we have like a little mirror situation going on. And then I'll just crop that, and there we go. And so now what I can do is with Pikachu, I can actually just mask that part out at the top. Like so. Oh shit, I put it on the wrong one. Let's just cut it. Put it on Pikachu. Okay, now I hit invert and then it should have worked. I don't know. Oh, what the hell? It's weird. Anyway, now we're good. Just stretch it out a bit more since it wants to be a penis. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright. Pokemon. Pokemon. I love that the clap happens on the snare. Pokemon. We definitely have to have that happen. Pokemon. Yu-Gi. Pokemon. Yu. Pokemon. Can I do something before Pokemon, Yu-Gi, Pokemon, 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 Yu. It's cool. I just don't know how to get them to. Okay, that's exactly what I need to do. Alright, so I'm going to take the ending, like so, and I'm going to nest it, and reverse it, and it should have them lead up to a clap. Bat, yeah. Pokemon, you... Haha, fuck yeah! Pokemon. Pokemon. I'm kind of proud of that, but basically, if you didn't catch it, what I did was I have these two video files right here, and they high five and then they look away, and so I cut right at the 5. And then I cut towards the end when they look away, and I reversed it. So they're looking away, and then they look to go 5. And then I put that at the beginning, and they go, bah. And then, so it's like almost like stop there, and then reverse it after the 5. And so that's what you're seeing now. Pokemon. Bah. Yeah, they go, ooh, bah. Anyway, these little things people don't notice, but I think it matters. Pokemon, you especially because it's only there for a second. Pokemon, you. All right, let's add the drop shadow on John, and then we will move on to Yu-Gi-Oh. Pokemon, you. Save. Cool. Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, I'm in the middle. I don't want to move. Let's look for the most colorful, crazy GIF we could find. That's kind of funny. This is so fucking lame looking back. But, like, I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards for a solid month and sold them all for $40. I shorted the stock as a child. And then there was just a bunch of people with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But now I'm sure they're worth much more than what I had. But looking back on it, it looks so stupid. But it's cool as hell when I was younger. Maybe I have to watch it again to understand. It looks like Yu-Gi-Oh and Sephiroth. That's actually pretty badass looking. I like the art. That's not bad. I know I could go find a clip, but this is just so much faster if you can find a good GIF. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go back up and grab the one that I said was okay. Okay, yeah. It's a lot of movement. That one's not bad. I'll save that one too, just in case. There's a lot going on there, but we'll see. As far as VFX go, I wonder if I have those colors. I mean, I used to, where it was like, I don't know what I would have called it, though. Particles? No, definitely not. Actually, I wouldn't have even called it VFX, because it was technically stock video. Light rays. Okay, no, definitely not. Let's go to Envato. We're gonna look for anime lines. I don't know what to call it, but that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. I need something that's mostly one color. It looks like this one is good. But let's take a look. Alright, let's go back to that GIF, and then we'll see how to fill it out. Alright, we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! On one side. Single kid that had a kid that had a single kid that had a yeah, so it's all just in one direction. I'm not so sure if this is gonna work out, but we're gonna see. I need a good comparison. Okay. Pretty sure this is close enough. Download that. 1 gig? Holy crap. That one looks a lot better, the orange. Let's do that one. And then I'll switch the hue to blue. Actually, I kind of want to download a couple just to have them. And I think that one is it. Okay, let's go to my downloads and drag a couple in and see where we're at. If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. It's just too big. I kind of wish... Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Okay, let me take a look at some more real quick. I think what I need to do, like, that's the one problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, he is so close to the camera constantly that that's just how they do the animation. Unless he's like pulling back, he's just always like in the face. So what we can do is Yu-Gi-Oh PNGs. Not fake PNGs though. Let's go ahead and copy that, since copy pasta is working today. And we will put that one in there. I can animate it myself. Yeah. Okay. This looks a lot better. Yo, if you're cool. Copy. Paste. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. And then let's see what we can put on the other side. Some of these are people's drawings. I don't want to be taking their art. Where was the one where the dude was like... wagging his finger? The Dark Magician. Yeah, even the Dark Magician is too close. The camera's always super close, unfortunately. Is that a GIF with alpha? I'll be damned. That is not something you come across every day. An animated alpha. GIF. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. If still looks like shit. I just thought I got nowhere to put a head. Unless I have it growing out my back or something. If you're cool. I think I was probably overthinking this a lot, but Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. You know, now that I think about it, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're... I have one more idea. Let's subtract. Nope. I don't know where I was going with this. I'm lost now. Whatever. Okay. It's just one line. I just wanted to see what I could do with all those gifts. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. And then I want to pull these in, let the Pokemon shine for a little bit longer, if possible. The problem is, my take stops 2 frames early. And so I'm just gonna take on the Pokemon part. Yeah, Pokemon right there, and then extend it 2 frames, which will slow me down, but like nobody will ever notice that. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, we're gonna do shake. Let's see what kind of shake we can add on butt face here. If you're cool, good enough. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Actually, let's try the shake, camera shake effect. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Okay, I like that better. One-handed, we're gonna do master at Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Copy. Paste. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. That's the problem, using the same stuff. Alright, variation on that one is gonna be that. Less stabilization. Stride can be a little different. Lean. Nope. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. Okay, looks fine. Just need to add a little shadow on those guys and we'll move on. Cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby, but I knew a crap load of adults that had them. It's a craze. It's something that's going wild. Okay, that I need to turn down the music for. Let's go down here. Let's put copy pasta somewhere useful. Cool. I didn't know a single... Alright. A little bit of a weird transition there. I didn't know a... If you're cool. I didn't know a single... Maybe a little up. 25. Kid that had a Beanie Baby, but I knew a crap load of adults that had them. It's a craze. It's something that's going wild. And today, I have one mission. But, okay, that's it. So, mission. Let's see here. Usually at the end of a song, you'll find one last hit that makes for a good note to end any music on at any point. And so I want it to go bap, and then I say to find out why. But the last note, I mean, I was in the middle of the song right here, so I took the last note from the end of the song, put it here, and hopefully it sounds alright. Yep. That's how you do that. Cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby, but I knew a crap load of adults that had them. It's a craze. It's something that's going wild. Something that's going wild. And today, I hate how it does this. And today, I have one mission: to find out why. Mission: to find out why. Okay, and I know I just want it to do immediately. It needs to be Sunny V2. It is called Sunny San Francisco. I mean, that's exactly how the Ant one went too, I'm pretty sure. But just not the starting song. Why? Yep, there we go. Out why?
Labubu.
Labubus. Okay, cool. I need to change a little bit at the beginning. Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu. I want it to say Labubu real big, but we just need a picture. I don't know if you'll find a Labubu logo because it's not called Labubu. Yeah, I guess this one is pretty good. I don't know. We'll see what that looks like. Labubus. Labubu. Boo. Labubu. Labubu. I don't like it. Labubu. Let me add my own text in here first. Where's my styles? Oh, there we go. To enter tight semi-bold. I don't know what this start will look like, but it's always kind of important to begin with text, because people do not have you unmuted. Labubu. 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 Add a background in there, make it black, bigger, do that.
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
Labubu.
Labubus.
Labubu.
Labubus.
Labubu.
I haven't. I don't know if I'll keep that, but Labubus. Let's find a scary ass picture of a Labubu, and I'm thinking of making myself rotoscoped out in this shot too. So, actually, let's find the scary Labubu image first. Labubu, scary. Oh my god. I wonder if ChatGPT can do this. Can you generate a transparent PNG image of a super disturbing, evil looking Labubu? Let's see what happens. Might be worth it. Bottom, 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 bottom. Some of the most evil looking ones are on thumbnails, and I'd love to take one, but I don't want to take somebody's thumbnail. But it does make me realize that I'm going to have to go hard on this thumbnail. I assume it's going to say something like, I can't do it, because the IP, but you never know. That GIF wasn't bad. Maybe there's something I could do with that. There is a way to take an image or a video or whatever and remove all the pixels that don't move at all. And I don't know what it's called, but you can do it in After Effects. If you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know. But until then, I think what we can do is at least make something like this. Damn. Why does it make some of them smaller? Really don't know if this is gonna work. Nah, it didn't align them at all. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, maybe I don't do that. Alright, let's remove all the attributes on this one. And knock this out frame by frame. So, we've got that. We will center all these. I got an idea now, so it'll be fine. Nose. All right. Cut there. Whoops. Cut there. Motherfucker. Cut there. Alright. Layer this on top. Should be pretty easy to match. That one. And that's fine. Cool. Now we got a solid match cut. And then we're gonna do this. Oh wait, no. Before I do the mask, let's nest. Oh shit. Didn't mean to make a subsequence. Nest it. Now we can do it. Something is happening with my computer. Keep seeing weird shit going on over on the laptop. Okay, now that I've got that, let's get rid of that. You know how when you just start up your computer or whatever, and all your icons kind of like turn white and then they load what they actually are? That keeps happening on my desktop. It's weird. It's like Explorer keeps restarting. Labubus 3. Before I do this, I kind of have an idea. Undo that there. Speed this up to however long it takes. We're going to duplicate it just in case this screws something up. Boo-boo. The boo-boo. The boo. Actually, I kind of like that.
Labubus. Labubus.
I need to speed it up super fast, but
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
so yeah, I don't necessarily know that the mask is. What happens if I just creepily make it the skin color? I have no idea what this will look like, but it's kind of funny to imagine. Screw it. I'm not going to do this.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Okay, let's do this real quick, just in case there's something else I want to try. This is where I get like to a point where I'm overcomplicating things I know don't need to be complicated, but the reason I do it is because I like it. I just like making cool shit, and like this is my favorite part of content creation. Just screwing around and seeing what I'm actually capable of. So, this is why I do what I do. This exact moment. Just, like the Pokemon thing, that was fun to me. Like, trying to figure out how to get those to work together, and yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and add that to the render queue. Alright, what happens if I get rid of the mask and I make it gigantic face? Then I bring John in, get rid of his audio.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Okay, I'm good with that. I think that's pretty cool. We'll start like this, and it'll get closer and closer, like that, just to make it extra scary.
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
Okay, what happens if I do this instead? Make it the whole thing.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Okay, maybe not immediately, but it is kind of...
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
Oh my god! It fucking makes me dizzy.
Labubus. Labubus.
Laboob.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Okay. That's so stupid, but I mean, if it's gonna catch attention, if If anything's gonna catch attention, it'll probably work.
Labubus. Labubus.
I tried this again. I just want to.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Okay, I need this to pop in, so I can put it like right there, I guess. I don't know. It's over the top, it's ridiculous, and it looks dumb, and I like it.
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
Maybe that also in the back needs a pop in.
Labubus.
Yeah. It's better. Better than it just like appearing. I just need it to bezier.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
Oh, now that I see that, I do kind of want that mask back. Can I paste it? Nope. I already ruined it. Alright, let's go ahead and bring that mask back in. Because when it... Yeah, when it comes in, it's weird.
Labubus.
But the mask is there. Oh, there.
Labubus. Labubus.
It looks so fucking crazy.
Labubus. 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 Labubus.
I am so sorry, guys. Let me mute that. This is fucking crazy looking. Can I not grab it with the film impact thing on there? Guess not. Am I in the way? I sure was. I was in the way. Okay. So...
Labubus. Labubus.
I will make it pop in a little later.
Labubus.
Yep. Okay, so we got rid of the rotoscoped John, and that's fine. It's all about like clarity and understanding what's going on there. And I couldn't really comprehend 3 things that I was looking at, but 2 is fine. The Labubu, but it kind of needs to be a different color, I think, to really pop out. Let's try just plain colors. Maybe just white. Let's see.
Labubus. Labubus. Labubus.
Still very difficult to see what's going on. Ooh, okay, I think we're onto something. Film Impact has this thing called long something. Spacer, spin, wiggle. Long shadow. Let's try that. Let's see what we can get out of long shadow. Where does it come from? Oh, is it like, if it's like everything else, you can't have a stroke or anything on it. Shadow color. It's supposed to... I guess it doesn't work. Very weird. It's supposed to have like a super long shadow come off of it, but... Okay. Did that say color burn? Whatever. Yeah, the only time this actually looked at totally readable was with the black behind it, so I'm just gonna do that for now. And I think we have our intro.
Labubus. Labubus.
Actually, since it's a background color, it can just be any dark. Yeah. Any darker color.
Labubus. Labubus.
And it looks kind of cool when that purple pops in, so...
Labubus. Labubus.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon. Now it's kind of bugging me that I didn't pick something along their color scheme.
Labubus.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby. It is too much of a jump, volume-wise. Cool. I didn't know a single kid. Let's bring it down gradually. I didn't know a single kid that had a... I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby. Okay, and then we can get rid of that. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby, but I knew a crap load of adults that had them. It's a craze. It's something that's going wild. And today I have one mission to find out. It is -28. We're gonna do -30. And then right here we're at -29. To find out why. Alright, I think I need a couple things throughout this B-roll, possibly. 20 seconds, that's fine. Let's try this again.
Labubus.
Labubu.
I'm just gonna make that the purple again. Say screw it. Good enough.
Labubu.
Labubu.
I haven't seen a craze this big since Stanley Cups. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're cool. I didn't know a single kid that had a Beanie Baby, but I knew a crap load of adults that had them. It's a craze. It's something that's going wild. And today, I have one mission. To find out why. Cool. All right. Let's get some Beanie Baby footage. Beanie Baby GIF. Okay, that's fine with the kid thing. Oh good, a WebP file. Cool. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I gotta go grocery shopping. I'm gonna add like 2 videos. One of like an adult with a bunch of Beanie Babies, and then maybe that Toys R Us ad or whatever, that GIF that I just saw. So that's all I'm gonna add there, and then I'm gonna go through and start editing the actual footage to music or whatever. But at least we kind of got through an intro, and like I said, I always spend the most time on intros, a couple hours, and then I feel good. Like, you know, if I can catch attention in the first 20 seconds, I'm happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go grocery shopping here in like 20 minutes, so I feel like now is a good time to wrap up. If you're curious on how I do my shorts type content with the Blender animation and all that stuff, then I'd recommend checking out this video right here. There are 3 of them, and you can kind of just go through the whole process, and it's pretty much just as detailed.